In today's news, Honorable Mark Vanterpool says, I am willing to confess to any mishaps that might have occurred when I was in office under the NDP. Skelton-Cline distanced himself from the former Premier's alleged actions. He describes them as heinous. Honorable Vincent Wheatley says, I have heard many unfounded, reckless things about me, which I can assure you all are all blameless. VI Senior Gems to be celebrated this month. Fire officers commended for selfless sacrifice to the Virgin Islands, and the ESHS reaches one milestone. Of course, the first floor concrete has been poured, and we have an update on that project, as well as May 31st is the deadline for non-financial businesses and professionals registration. All this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch it when I reach home.
What do you really? Hey, this ain't like you know.
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, you know I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Good evening, beautiful people, and welcome to everyone. It's Monday, May 9th, 2022. I'm Ron Grant, coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Monday to one and all. I trust and hope that everyone had an amazing weekend. Of course, particularly to our mothers, we trust and hope that you had a wonderful Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Beginning our newscast, on the local scene, that is, a 4th District Representative, the Honorable Mark Vanterpool, has expressed that he is willing to confess any mishaps that might have occurred when he was in office under the National Democratic Party. Vanterpool's comments came during last Thursday's House of Assembly sitting during the debate session for the no confidence motion, which was successfully passed to remove Andrew Foy as Premier of the Virgin Islands.
Whether we've been involved in it, whether we have carried out the right things that we should do, or whether we have executed in the right direction or not. And I, Mr. Speaker, I am comfortable to say that if things were not done right, even when I was in the administration, or even while I was a member of the House of Assembly for these many years, if things were not done right, I am prepared to confess to those things and take heed to what the commissioners has brought forward and look at how we can implement those changes to structure our territory going forward to be in the right direction for governance, right governance accountability, Mr. Speaker, that is needed for the strong foundation for which our forefathers have fought for in many years past, and especially following our 1949 march and our ministerial government in 1967.
Vanterpool, who is now a backbencher in the recently formed National Unity Government, also said that now is time for this current government to build on the progress made by the territory's ancestors. He said the Commission of Inquiry recommendations should not be taken lightly.
We must build on those foundations. We can't, as was pointed out, we can't continue to break down those foundations. We must build on them and not break them down. And therefore, the Commission of Inquiry recommendations, we must not take them lightly, Mr. Speaker. Whatever happens, whatever is the outcome of this, we must not take them lightly. I am prepared here as a member of this House of Assembly, as a citizen, to take them seriously and see how we can make changes for the betterment of our Virgin Islands, Mr. Speaker.
Adding to his previous points, Honorable Vanterpool said that the solutions should be acted upon urgently, warning that procrastination must stop.
We must do certain things, and we must do them urgently. I'm not interested in the antics or what they look like or what people feel we're doing. We must take certain decisions in that vein, in the vein of justice, in the vein of preserving our integrity of our territory, in the vein of moving forward in the right direction for the right leadership. We must not continue to procrastinate and not make the right decisions to hold on to the integrity of the Virgin Islands. We may have been broken. We may have been hurt. We may have been bruised in the eyes of the world. We may have fallen down. But Mr. Speaker, we will not stay down.
Continuing on, former government consultant and avid Virgin Islands Party supporter Claude Skelton-Cline has taken the stance to distance himself from the alleged actions of former Premier Andrew Foy, who is presently detained in a Miami federal jail on a number of serious charges. Now, Cline made his position known during his Honestly Speaking radio program on Tuesday. He said since hearing about the incident last Thursday, he has been saddened. However, he said the alleged actions from the former leader are so heinous and egregious that the territory must distance itself from any such actions or behavior.
The truth is, this was a heinous and egregious action, decision taken by a man that we know, a man that we have elected in this country. And there can be no excuse, and there can be no explanation there to us, family, friend, acquaintance, leader, as he has been. This was egregious. This is not who we are as a people. And we must, in uncertain terms, and I, Claude Skelton-Cline, in no uncertain terms, must condemn in absolute and concrete fashion corruption of any kind, in any corner, in any quarters. When we see these kinds of things, we must indeed distance ourselves from any such decisions and behavior, especially when it comes from leadership.
Cline also said that despite his position, the territory has to be mindful of his loved ones who are presently going through tough emotional times following the former premier's alleged actions. He said the territory has been deeply wounded following the unimaginable breach of trust.
Because with the same breath, we are mindful and we are also equally prayerful for a wife, for 2 daughters, for a mother, an entire family who are also with the country, but in a more personal way, having to navigate their way through this. We have been deeply wounded. As a country, we have been deeply wounded. there's been a tremendous and unimaginable breach of trust. Yet, with the same breath, we must be mindful and we must be prayerful for this family and this country.
Now, viewers, the pastor also said that Andrew Foy's recent alleged actions does not give the United Kingdom government the right to take away the territory's constitution.
I do also want to say to the United Kingdom that this does not give you the right to take away our rights, to take away what our foreparents, through sweat and tears and blood and death, sacrifice. Having said what I've shared, this cannot be and should not be a pretext to taking away that which we as Virgin Islanders have earned lawfully. I encourage the minister for this country, the representative of Her Majesty, who is still among us with the governor and in meetings with our elected officials.
Viewers, up next on 284 News, ESHS redevelopment reaches 1 month milestone, and another politician in the person of the Honorable Vincent Wheatley seeks to clear the air. All this and so much more when 284 News returns.
The beautiful Virgin Islands, or nature's little secret as some prefer, where the weather stays warm and the drinks stay cold, where men in wigs get their lawyer bills paid by governments and governments lose planes, where walls are built and prisoners escape. You vacation where we suffer. BVI love.
You value traditions. Today. You value music. You value education. Family. I love you. Service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Love. Life. At Popular, we're committed to you and everything our community values. For the things you value the most, count on us. Popular.
There's a reason you get up on a morning. A reason you pick yourself up, start the day. Maybe it's sheer grit. Maybe it's your ethics. Maybe it's because you know people like you are waiting. For people just like you. We all have our reasons, and for Republic Bank, that reason is you. Every little thing, every big thing. It's all about making a difference in your life. Because after 182 years, if it's one thing we're sure about, is that the difference is you. We're here to help.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Viewers, welcome back and thank you so much for sticking with us. We are 284 News out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Continuing on the local scene, in a recent Facebook post, 9th District Representative, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, addressed being stripped of his duties as Minister for Natural Resources, Labor and Workforce Development in the proposed unity government of the Virgin Islands. Now, it was then proposed at the time, but the Honorable Minister was visibly absent at the new swearing-in of the National Unity Government. He said, and I quote, "I know many persons, especially in my district, that are feeling disappointed and angry at the proposed unity government, which is understandable. I have pledged my full support to doing whatever is deemed necessary to protect the future of these Virgin Islands. The acting premier has called for unity and sacrifice based on meetings with the UK officials. However, what I will not sacrifice," he said, "is the significant progress we have made in establishing a lands distribution program, environmental protection initiative, continued reform in labor and immigration, and the many other things we were able to accomplish for the people of this territory. I have heard many unfounded, reckless things said about me, which I can assure you all are baseless. With God's grace and the unity of people, I will continue to do my best to continue the transformation that we started together just a few years ago. I am ever so grateful for the prayers and words of encouragement I have received over the past few days. It really means a lot to my family and I. May God continue to bless us all and bless these beautiful Virgin Islands." Viewers, the duties of natural resources, labor, and workforce development are now under the leadership of the 2nd District Representative, the Honorable Melvin Mitch Turnbull. Continuing on, the first floor slabs of the ESHS redevelopment project began its concrete pour on May 6, 2022. This comes days after the project reached its 1-month milestone since construction works commenced. On the 4th of May, the Elmore Stout High School redevelopment project reached its 1-month milestone, and the project continues to move ahead at an extremely rapid pace. In an earlier update, project manager Floyd Stout spoke of the significance of the project progress. He said, and I quote, "In a matter of 3 weeks, we have poured and put in place all our foundation works, and right now we are able to embark on casting the first floor slabs for each of the 4 buildings. Once the slabs are poured, there will be an increase in rapid pace for installing walls, beams, and other support structures to get the main frame of the buildings in place," Stout said. Now, building materials are being presently acquired. Contractors are acquiring more materials to come on site in preparation for the casting of the floors and have passed all inspections with the Building and Planning Authority to date. Now, viewers, on March 31st, 2022, 4 contractors were awarded contracts for this ESHS redevelopment project. Namely, Quality Construction Limited was awarded the contract for building a technical block valuing at $4,336,427.12. Metro Construction Limited was awarded the contract for Building B Classroom Block North valuing some $2,496,690.84. Otland Heavy Equipment Limited was awarded the contract for Building C Classroom Block South valuing at some $3,721,760.59. Sunleaf Construction and Northam Construction Limited, a joint venture, was also awarded a contract for Building D Admin Office Block valuing package at some $888,104.66. Contractors took possession of the site officially on April 4th, 2022, and May 4th, 2022 marked the 1-month anniversary. I know residents across the Virgin Islands are quite pleased and happy to see the Elmore Stout High School redevelopment project finally on its way. We want to take this opportunity to wish each contractor and all the workmen who are on the project a safe and speedy delivery of this amazing project that the Virgin Islands so well deserves. Upon the commencement of Senior Citizens Month, former Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Carvin Malone, urged the community to respect and care for its forefathers who have laid the foundation that has been brought the Virgin Islands to where it is today. Honorable Malone, in a celebratory message on May 2nd to declare the month of activities officially launched, said senior gems are important members of our society. Malone said, and I quote, "They have laid the foundation and we are the shoulders on which we stand as men and women. They possess skills, knowledge, and experience and continue to contribute effectively to society, and they deserve our time, attention, affection, and respect." Minister Malone also spoke about the importance of inclusion and ensuring that the territory's gems age positively. He said, "We want to make sure that their physical and psychological health needs are being addressed. We want to make sure that they are maintaining a positive attitude, a safe source of income, and that they can continue to contribute to society in a meaningful way." Now, viewers, the Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Social Development Department, will continue, they say, to work to enhance the lives of the senior citizens within these Virgin Islands by providing the following: providing support and services that allow for greater independence, developing infrastructure that is responsive to individual needs and preferences, designing programs, services, and policies with people of all ages in mind, encouraging mutual respect for older adults among families within the community, and encouraging and promoting partnerships and collaborative approaches to addressing issues that are of concern to older adults and the community and at territory levels. In addition, senior citizens are encouraged to support the activities during the month of May. We are so happy and so pleased to have so many of our senior citizens who we consider gems still around. Viewers, when 284 News returns, fire officers commended for selfless sacrifice across the Virgin Islands. We pay a special tribute to these hardworking men and women after a quick commercial break.
Hello?
Wait, you had a long time again? You don't say you were sick? What happened to our wedding rehearsal?
No, babe. I'm actually watching the news right now. Take a listen.
Topping our newscast today, UFOs seen around Tortola Pier Park.
And District 3 residents outraged over no water supply. They simply cannot bathe. These and more stories when 284 News returns.
All right, babe, just get some rest, take 2 Advil, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, honey. I see you later. I love you.
It's clear to see that Coconut Lounge is a place to be, the coolest cocktail lounge in the British Virgin Islands. A lounge like no other, with welcoming, professional service, and a breathtaking ambiance. Not forgetting a diverse selection of wines, beers, and signature cocktails. Cozy, comfortable, contemporary. Coconut Lounge at Tortola Pier Park. Visit us today. Brilliant Hands and Minds Tutoring Services. One-on-one tutorials in math and English, intense homework assistance, academic enrichment, school projects, effective communication and public speaking development, sign language for adults and children on Saturdays only. Registered with the Virgin Islands High School Certificate Program, Brilliant Hands and Minds can help you too. Offering intense curriculum-based training to help you or your loved ones get their high school diploma. It's time to make your family's education a #1 priority. Hurry, space is limited. Brilliant Hands and Minds Learning Center. We are the trained education professionals.
The wait is over. CCT Fire is here. Experience ultra-fast downloads, seamless streaming, and even more reliable connectivity on an all-new fire-blazing super-fast CCT Fiber network. CCT Fire. Bring it home and upgrade today.
Viewers, welcome back and on to the final leg of our newscast. More local news. Minister for Transportation, Works and Utilities, the Honorable Kai M. Reimer, who now serves as the Deputy Premier, has commended fire officers throughout the Virgin Islands for their unwavering dedication to the protection of life and property. Now, Honorable Reimer, in observance of International Firefighters Day, which was held on May 4th, said, and I quote, "It is fitting that the public stays aware of the selfless sacrifice of fire officers and recognize them for their commitment, bravery, professional, and volunteer service offered to these communities." The minister added that he was pleased that the day is observed to recognize, to remember, honor, and the memories, of course, of fallen brothers and sisters and those who serve when chaos reigns. Chief Fire Officer Mr. Zebulon McLean, in remarks on the hazards and risks of the profession, said learning of fallen fire officers in other countries is always accompanied with a sense of loss and apprehension. Chief McLean said, working in the small and relatively isolated Virgin Islands does not remove the same hazards and risks that all firefighters around the world face daily. The significance, viewers, of this year's International Firefighters Day was promoted by fire services striving to prevent fire and improvement in intensive and throughout training. people across the world expressing their gratitude by making donations, engaging in charity work and campaigns, and offering medical treatment to fire officers. In addition, persons expressing their appreciation for fire officers verbally through gestures, gifts, and other forms of gratitude. International Firefighters Day is observed annually on May 4th. The day was instituted after a proposal was emailed around the world on January 4th, 1999, following the deaths of 5 firefighters in an extremely tragic circumstance in a bushfire in Australia. The day symbolizes, of course, red and which represents fire, and blue for water, as these colors are used mostly for emergency services. We here at 284 Media want to take an opportunity to say kudos and congratulations and best wishes to our neighbors just across the street, the Virgin Islands Fire and Rescue, the men and women who continue to do amazing things, serve this country day in and day out. We appreciate you, we see you, and we most importantly applaud you. Viewers, the Financial Investigation Agency is reminding all businesses categorized as designated non-financial businesses and professions in the Virgin Islands of its May 31st, 2022 deadline for registration with the agency. Businesses and professions classified as DNFBS includes legal practitioners, notaries, public and accountants undertaking and provision of services to clients which involve transactions concerning the buying and selling of real estate, managing of client money, securities of other assets, management of bank savings or securities accounts, organization of contributions for creation, operation, or management of companies, and the creation, operation, and management of legal persons or arrangements, or buying and selling of business entities. Also classified as DNFBS in the territory are real estate agents engaged in the buying and selling of real estate for clients, and of course those engaged in the dealing of precious metals, buying and selling of boats, vehicles, jewelry, machinery, paintings, and sculptures of intrinsic value that involve accepting of cash payments, wire transfers, check, or any other type of monetary instrument equivalent to $15,000 or more, or its equivalent in any other currency. Now, the agency is encouraging anyone who has any questions, of course, to contact them and make sure that you are registered. You can do so if you have any questions by calling 852-3200 or emailing complianceunit@fiabvi.vg. Again, that contact is 852-3200 or complianceunit@fiabvi.vg. Viewers, that is all the time we have today, but of course not all the content. Be sure to stick to our Facebook page and of course our website at 284media.com. We have our Instagram handles. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That's 284BVI. Of course, we have a lot of content in store for you. It's been a busy last week and we intend to stick with you. It's always a pleasure. I will see you for the rest of the week. We're going to hang right here and make sure that you are informed and know what's going on. Reporting for 284 News, I'm Ron Grant. Have a beautiful rest of the day and have a happy Monday. Bye-bye.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?